does something new. The story of Mary. Do you remember the family from yesterday's story? There were 3 people, a mum, a dad and a baby. The mum's name was Mary, and about a year before she went into the temple, she had a very surprising experience. Mary was in her house, minding her own business, when suddenly the room filled with a dazzling light. Mary strained her eyes into the light and could make out a figure. It looked a bit like a person, but it was far too bright to be any person she knew. Then the figure spoke and said, "Hello, Mary. God is with you." And Mary realised it was far too loud to be anyone she knew. That's when it hit her. This is an angel. Mary had never met an angel before. She was afraid. But the angel said, "Don't be afraid. God is coming to stay. Mary, you will become pregnant." Mary was confused, very confused. It was good news that God was coming to stay, but Mary wasn't married. How was she to have a baby? The angel explained that God was doing something new. He wasn't just sending a baby. He was sending a baby king. He was sending Emmanuel, God with us. As soon as the angel said this, Mary was reminded of the promise that God made to the prophet Jeremiah. Does it feel like you're all alone? Does it feel like my plans aren't working anymore? That's not the case. I'm still with you, and I still have a plan. Not just a today plan, but a tomorrow plan. In fact, it's a forever plan, and a good one too. It's a plan to take all the wrong and make it right, to take all the darkness and make it light. It's a plan to bring you back to me. Come back to me and I'll come back to you. And when I do, you'll remember what another prophet said, Emmanuel, which is a name that means God with us. Mary was shocked. Her baby would be the king that everyone had been waiting for. Mary was still afraid of the loud, bright angel. She was afraid of having a baby, and she was afraid at how many questions she had. But she also believed the angel. She didn't know how, and she didn't know why, but she was sure that God's promises would come true. And because she believed God, God was with Mary. Emmanuel, Mary whispered to herself. God is with me, and He's with us all forever. Mary was so overwhelmed with praise that before the angel left, she sang a song. God had a plan. He was making a way to make wrong things right, to come and to stay.